Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. And yes, I'm still recovering from my appendicitis surgery. So if you see me fletching and moving around a little bit, now you know why. All right, I want to give thanks to all my viewers, subscribers. All right. And I ask you to give this video, any of my videos you like, a thumbs up. Check out my playlist. Got tons of videos over there for you that I made. All right. And I love your comments, as long as they're respectful. Now, this is going to be a little bit of commentary. Okay, a little bit of rapping to you. A little bit of spilling the tea. Okay, and yes, a lot of this is my own opinion of the situation. Okay, so first of all, what I want to talk about is what I thought was cool as hell is when Trump said he's going to try to have some peace talks with Russia and then also Ukraine. Remember that recently? And Trump went so far to really kiss Putin's butt. I am not lying. He literally, instead of having Putin come to him, he went all the way to Alaska. And he rolled out the red carpet. Nice, delicious food, everything. Treated Putin like he was a king. Now, here's a person that's supposed to be non-biased, trying to work out a peace deal, right? So, and nothing really was done, okay? Got achieved, except for the taxpayers paid a lot of money to make Putin look like a king. Now, when it was Ukraine's president's time, Trump thought it was going to be business as usual, because last time Trump talked to Ukraine's president, remember, him and J.D. Vance did a sucker move on him, ambushed him, beat him down, wouldn't even let him talk. Okay? This time around, he thought he was going to be able to do the same thing, because, you know, Trump's tall. Trump likes to look down on people in a lot of different ways. And he thought he was going to be able to do the same thing. But he didn't know UK, and what's up, UK? What's up, England? Much power to y'all. He did not know UK was coming with the president of Ukraine to let them know, let Trump know they got his back. And if this needed to be, and he's running low on weapons, they can find a way, as their allies can find a way to give him the weapons he needs. And you should have saw the look on Trump's face. He looked like a fool. And he looked old. Because he thought he was just going to be able to make a peace deal, make himself look good, give his daddy, Putin, of Russia, everything he wanted, and call it a day. And it didn't work out that way. And when the first year, I love it, because, you know, I got sucker punched recently. I told you about that. And, you know, you can sucker punch somebody once. It's a good chance you ain't going to get away with it twice. And they were letting Trump know, and a lot of countries are letting Trump know, yeah, we are allies, but we're not your allies like we used to be. We're distancing ourselves from the United States. Okay? That was a show of power. And he knew it. Now, and I loved it. Okay? Because it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I mean, you're going to roll out the red carpet for Putin. Why don't you roll out the red carpet for the president of Ukraine? Don't do it for one if you ain't going to do it for the other and call yourself non-biased. Now, I got to tell y'all something, too. This is the second thing I want to talk about. I think there's something in the water, people. I ain't lying. Have y'all noticed how people been acting? Stupid, weird stuff they're doing? I mean, it's just not normal. You know? I mean, you got seasoned police officers scratching their heads going, what the hell is going on here? Have you noticed that? It's not normal. A lot of stuff's going on. It's not normal. You know? And it's kind of blowing my mind when I look around and I see it. I'm not just talking about what happened with me, you know? And I'm just talking about a lot of people in general have nothing to do with me. Okay? I swear to God, there's something in the water. Or something in the air, man. Because people are not acting normal. Okay? I'm not saying your world is going to be smooth, but the things that they're getting upset with about. And like, what? I mean, you know, and I think it's going to be getting worse. Now, if you don't understand, this is switching to a different subject. If you don't understand what's going on with Trump, I'm going to help you out. Remember I told you Trump was on a deadline, right? To get that big, beautiful bill signed. He got his way. Now, what you don't know, and now people saying, well, it's not as bad as it is. Well, a lot of the stuff that's going to hurt the blue states as well as the red states, all of the United States, people in all over the United States, does not really kick into effect until after midterms. And a lot of people don't know that. Okay? It does not kick into effect until after the May 2026 midterms. The Medicaid cuts that you hear about does not kick in. It's going to happen. Does not kick in until the 2026 midterms in May. Okay? And that was a good strategy. Why? Because if it happened before then, it's going to be less of a chance for Trump to keep hold of the Senate and the House. You got to remember, all those people that are losing their jobs now, all the people that got fired under Elon Musk, Big Balls. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I heard about that. Him getting his ass kicked. That's just weird. I don't know about that. It's like a setup. But anyway, I'm serious. That's like a setup. He took one for the team, so Trump can expand his power against the states in the United States he doesn't like. Okay, I mean, yeah, people get jacked, but man, no, that was a setup. You know, he took one for the team though. Anyway, I mean, that's, like I said, this is my opinion. Anyway, so a lot of the cuts that's going to hurt the average American, we're not going to see until midterms in 2026. What does that mean? A lot of them surgeries and stuff that you've been putting off, you better do it now. You better do it now. Okay? Don't take it for granted. And if you got that white letter in the mail about SNAP, there's a good chance. I mean, the jobs are plentiful. That way you can find a job that's flexible for you. Because after the midterm, boy, everybody's going to be looking for it. So they can keep getting their snaps. I'm telling you, gotta wake up. It's all about timing. Because he knows that all those federal workers all these other Americans and the farmers losing their farms and all this stuff, they're all voters, okay? And voters usually show their power in the main election and in the midterms. And statistically, it's always shown, even with Obama, even with Bush, even if they had the House and the Senate, they lose one of them in the midterm. And when he does that, and you lose one of them in the midterm, he becomes a partial lame duck president. And the House or the Senate, whatever one gets turned over to Democrats, they can start doing a lot of lawsuiting, doing a lot of lawsuits against ICE. And I'm not talking about ICE doing their job. I'm talking about those that's going over and above and abusing their power. And there are some. Okay? There was one ICE guy, one citizen just took a picture of the tag, and the ICE guy pull a 9mm on him, unarmed citizen, American citizen. And yeah, he was white. So no. Yeah, so they, and did you know now there's a $50 if you're looking for a job, ICE, there's a $50,000 bonus, okay? But what they're not telling them is you're gonna need that $50,000 bonus, because when those civil lawsuits come in, once the Senate or the House is taking over, and those civil lawsuits and state lawsuits start coming in for overuse of power, abuse of power. I'm not talking about ones that's doing the job and going by the book, okay? And the funny thing about it is also, it's funny because Trump is going after low-hanging fruit. He's not going after the murderers and hardcore gang bangers, the ones that ain't gonna run away, but they're gonna shoot back. He ain't going back. ICE ain't going after them. Okay, they just trying to pump up the numbers and make it look like they're doing the job by going after low hanging fruit. Okay, and they're not gonna. And what's so funny is there was so much pressure on Trump because he was just going against Latino and Africans. That's the main people they were going to arresting. They were leaving Asians, East Indians, and Europeans alone. Yeah. And then when they did this one sweep where they went after some Asian people and mainly Chinese, the Chinese were shocked. They were shocked. Because a lot of them, they think that they kind of white themselves anyway, the European or, Asian, Japanese, Chinese, and also East Indian, Our hair is like y'all's anyway. We shop like y'all. We dress like y'all. I don't know why. We pretty much like y'all. Not like the rest of them Africans or Latins, y'all can kick them out of there. But anyway, I want your opinion. Let me know what you think. I don't want this to go too long. And prepare yourself. There's some rough waters ahead. Okay? And I'll wrap till later. And thank you all for your prayers. I am healing slowly but successfully. All right? Peace.